Now, we all have our favorite writing implements. God knows this has always been mine. The Zebra F301. My favorite pen. Love the way it writes. I love the way it feels. It's made out of aluminum. It's fantastic. Of course, there is one writing implement that I've always wanted. Thanks. Yes. Ladies and germs, the Fisher Space Pen. Okay, let's get it unboxed. Oh man, okay. Alright, I don't want to... How cool is that for packaging? That is so dope. The Fisher Space Pen is like... It's like a badge of honor when it comes to, like nerddom. Yeah. It's heavier than I imagined it would be. I got it with the clip. Now, the appeal of the Fisher Space Pen is twofold. First is its form factor when it's collapsed. As you can see, it's much smaller than a standard size pen. For reference, here's my favorite pen. But as you can see, collapsed, the Fisher Space Pen is even smaller than the Zebra. The magic being, when you open it up, it becomes a full-size pen equal to the size of the Zebra. Now, as far as writing goes, that's where the Fisher Space Pen really shines, because this was designed to write at any angle, even in zero gravity in the vacuum of space. That's my TikTok handle. Check me out. The flow of ink is such that it comes out evenly regardless of how you handle it, how hard you press, or what you write and where. Now, understanding the history of this particular writing implement is pretty cool, and to understand it is to understand the history of space travel. Back in the late 60s, before we went to the moon, NASA was trying to figure out implements to send into space with astronauts. At first, it was mechanical pencils by a company called Tycam, and those pencils were about $128 a unit. That was a big point of controversy. It was frivolous in some people's eyes. So NASA backpedaled a little bit and decided to go after an implement that was slightly more affordable. Then the Fisher Company came along, and they developed this, a writing implement that can survive the rigors of space travel. It can operate in zero gravity, the vacuum of space, and temperatures as low as 50 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit, and temperatures as hot as 400 plus Fahrenheit. Another cool thing about this is this was developed completely and utterly independently. The Fisher Company sunk $1 million of their own money into research and development. No NASA help whatsoever. They approached NASA in 1967 and boom, the Fisher Space Pen became the writing implement of choice for astronauts in NASA's space program. And it didn't hurt their wallets either. They brought the cost from $128 a unit down to $6. During this time in the 60s, Paul C. Fisher of the Fisher Pen Company designed a ballpoint pen that would operate better in the unique environment of outer space. His new pen, with a pressurized ink cartridge, functioned in weightless environments, underwater, and in other liquids just as well as it did in open air. Also, its performance in extreme temperatures made it ideal for NASA. I've always wanted to get my hands on one of these things. Ever since I saw Adam Savage have one, talk about it, I've always wanted to get my hands on it. I think this is going to be my new favorite writing implement from now on. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this short little unboxing. Like I said, I've always wanted one of these things. If you want to get a hold of one too, check out the description. There's an Amazon link there where you can get this exact pen. Also, there are refill cartridges available for it too. Thank you all for hanging out with me. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn on that notification bell too. I make new videos every single week. And don't forget to follow me on TikTok. I'm having a lot of fun in that app and I want you to come have fun with me too. Check out my QR code right here. It gives you instant access to the app. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.